Hey first graders, welcome back to my laboratory here. As you saw in the video, we can make our own compost. We just need to have a bin, we need to have browns, we need to have greens, we need to have some sort of decomposers and some water, and of course the air around us. So I have this bin. I've had it for many years. I've been composting. I have holes drilled in the lid. I have holes drilled in the side of my container here. It's just a big Tupperware container is basically what it is. And I used most of my composting soil, got used up during the summer months, but I do have some soil in here, some things from some good soil, so it has some decomposers in it already. And as we saw in the video for making compost, we want to have different layers of materials to help that these browns and greens get decomposed and turned into really great organic matter for our soil, our humus. We're going to make some of that. So I'm going to take some of my browns and I'm going to put them into the bucket. And during the fall, right now there's no snow on the ground yet, so I can still grab some leaves from outside. But in the wintertime, when I can't get any fresh leaves that would be browns for me, I used old cut up paper bags because paper is made out of wood, and so it works just as well for making browns. So I'll throw a little bit of my paper bag things in there too. It's things for the decomposers to eat up and turn into good compost. So then I've got my greens. And I've got an old pineapple rind here. I cut up a banana peel. I've got some green strawberry tops and some stems from my cilantro the other night. If you see a lot of brown here, it's because I also put my coffee grounds in there. Coffee filters and coffee, this one's the filter, I guess. The coffee filters and coffee grounds, it looked like an apple core was in there also. So I've got a whole bunch of green things that come from my food. Leftover scraps from the food that can go into the bin. I've got some water. That was one of the ingredients that we want to have in there, is a good bit of water to keep everything moving along and fresh. And then of course our decomposers. I've got a bunch of worms. Some of these were already in this bucket, and some of them I got at the store. These are big worms. I also have some red wigglers in here. The ones that were in the video, so that are really good at composting. So I put all these ingredients into my composter along with the air that's already in there and the holes in the side that allow the air to circulate through there. I give it a good stir, a little bit of a stir to get things mixed around in there, and then I just have to wait. With my compost, I make enough scraps from my kitchen that I don't actually compost all of them. I bring some of them to the composting place for the city. There's a place we can bring our scraps as well. This compost bin gets too full. It takes the worms and the decomposers that are in the soil that's already in there. It takes them a long time to turn these things into compost. And so I actually make more green material than I can get recycled in my compost bin. So I have to bring some to the city compost site as well. But it is a fun activity to do at home. And then when I need compost for making my gardens have a lot more organic matter, I can use this every year to do that. Maybe it's something you could do if you talk to your parents, or maybe you already do it, but if you don't, it might be an idea for you to try a little composting. My decomposers, the worms that I have, the red wigglers, and then the big worms, the night crawlers that I just put in there, are from the pet store. You can get those decomposers. During the winter time, we can't just go dig up soil and get good decomposers because the ground is frozen. But my soil, that's why I kept some of it here and didn't use all of it. I try and kind of keep a little bit of the soil and the decomposers always in the bucket. So once they get more food, they will multiply and reproduce and make lots more of those decomposers that break down the green matter and the brown matter and turn it into really great organic soil with lots and lots of humus. Hope you enjoyed that, and I will see you again really soon.